Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's a beautiful day today. How y'all doing? It's cool. I'm doing my walking, but I promised that I would do part two of the abuse of the seniors, citizens. And if you listen to my first part, you'd have heard what I was saying about a person that I know. So this is part two, and I told you that she became disabled, and in her being disabled, she was not able to help herself. And I used to go and look for her, so I decided this time that I want her to help herself. So I got her a walker, and I leave. And when I came back in 6 months' time, I saw her walking with the walker. Wasn't that good? Yes, and she could go around and help herself, do things for herself. And she came by and visit me. Wasn't all that, 100%, but could have been good to her. So I remember I went away again about 5 months. And when I came back, the lady threw away the walker, put it on one side. She was walking without any assistant, any aid. She could walk very good. I was so happy for her, you know. And, was she treated better by the family? Not really. But the fact that she could help herself, you know, it was a big deal. Because at least she didn't have to rely on anyone to do anything for her. So, that was good. And, she got through a problem. The family wasn't really there, but hey, you can help yourself. You don't really need them at that time. And she was like that for about 3 years. She came back to being good again. And one day, a Sunday, I remember it was on a Sunday, she called me. She called me twice on that Sunday. She called me and we were already on the phone talking for a long while. And, we were just enjoying ourselves talking. And, when she hung up, I remember speaking to a lady named Blassie and a gentleman named Mr. James, who was encouraging me about some things. And then, as I hung up, she called. And I told her, when I come over, that I want her to come out of the house. I want her to, and I'm going to take her out. And I remember she saying to me, "You promise?" I say, "Yeah, man." And she have a way of calling my name funny and draw my name, and, we laugh about it. And I promised her that I will come and look for her the Tuesday. That was a Sunday. And when I came, I told her I was coming over the Monday. When I came over the Monday evening, somebody came to me and told me that she was in the hospital. So I asked them to find out which hospital. I didn't see the person. And the next day, I didn't know that Monday when I came over that she had died about 6 o'clock. I didn't find out until 3 o'clock the next day. It was so sad. I cried. You're never too big to cry. I cried because, we were close. I cried and I wasn't expecting that, although death is something that have to be a part of it. We live and we die. That's just it. And, it's just that you weren't expecting it. So, she buried. And that was a couple of years ago. But I remembered her recently, you know. And I always keep my program, the funeral program at home. I don't know why I don't show them. And I was going through them and I saw her picture. And Mary came back. And the memory I had of her, straightened me. And I think I should say it, and it pushes me to get up that evening. Went in my community. I went to almost every home in my community. It took me 3 days anyway, but I started that even when I saw her program. And that is how I went out and I invited persons, the seniors, to start a senior citizen club. And that is how it inspired me. I think it was an inspiration, right? And it inspired me, and I started a senior citizen club. And my first meeting was the 18th of March, and I got 44 persons coming out. You know, the next meeting was 55, and it's counting. You know, it just shows that, you know, sometimes you have to be inspired or you get pushed to do things that, you know. And that was I think that I did that in memory of her. You know, it's been a couple of years. Let's take care of our elderly. Okay? Give me your feedback. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.